Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about The Walking Dead. Wait, where's my notebook? I couldn't wait any longer. I miss you guys way too much. And no, I didn't take a break because of the comic. I figured everyone would have thought that. It's been a little hectic, but this is still the byproduct of getting ass pounded by the ad boycott. It's just bad. It's just like I give up bad. I don't really give up. Never going to give up. But real quick, and then we'll get into the topics. Just what I mean is, remember before I said, oh, come July, let's hang on. And then when The Walking Dead drops its trailer, the views and all that's going to go up. And it did. It did. It bursted through the roof. The first day, I went from the average views up to like 250,000 views in the first 10 hours of that trailer dropping. And I'm still making 32 cents a day. I don't know what to do anymore. So we're going to work out a new plan because I'm not even counting income from YouTube anymore. So got to work more. And now with the comic coming out, it's like... But anyway, we're going to get into that. So yeah, I didn't abandon you guys because of the comic. DoomsdayKingdom.com. Pre-orders open now, and we're going to be shipping early. Shh, don't say anything. Anyway, there's a big shit hitting in the world of The Walking Dead, and yes, my brother stole the rack. I was holding it down for him. He grabbed it a little early, but look at that. That's early. Never mind. I'm getting off topic. You'll see what that is later on. The Walking Dead is being sued by Galen Hurd, the creator of the comic book universe, Robert Kirkman. He's not really the creator of the TV show. That's, I believe, Darabont is the creator with Galen Hurd and a couple other producers, but it's two different universes, but he's the creator of everything. And he's suing because of something that's sneaky, and it's considered Hollywood accounting. Now, the way this works, and I'm going to dumb this down. I was reading articles for an hour. A lot of them don't go into the detail and the specifics, but this is true, and this is possibly a crushing blow. And AMC plays it off as if, oh, this is, common. This happens in Hollywood all the time. But I think they're nervous because they made it a point to say their biggest comment, right away, don't worry, this is not going to sour our relationship with the producers and Robert Kirkman. I honestly don't see how that's even possible, how that's the case. Now, what happens is Robert Kirkman has the comic, Frank Darabont discovers the comic, he brings it to AMC with Galen Hurd and a couple others. I forget everyone specifically, but the way this works is Robert Kirkman gets 5% of the money they bring in. Galen Hurd and Frank Darabont, it's something like 7.5%. I know that Galen Hurd, it's 7.5. I'm not sure about Darabont, but the way it works is when they make money, they get their cut, okay? But that Hollywood accounting that they're doing is AMC Networks is purchasing the rights to show the show from AMC Studios, which is all AMC. So it's as if, MAP is creating this video, but I'm going to create Ronnie Hayes' company, and I'm going to purchase the right to air it through Ronnie Hayes. So Ronnie's going to say, it really cost $100 million. So therefore, that's a loss because it cost me $100 million to show it. So therefore, when I do the books, I say, hey, it cost me $100 million. We made $200 million. I'm gonna whack up this $100 million with you because you have to take away the $100 million. I think I just confused you more. But essentially, it's a really slimy way of doing the books from what it seems like with the lawsuits and what's in the news. Essentially, AMC's creating a company, and then they're charging their own company, huge amounts of money, and then Robert Kirkman and everyone else is getting a percentage off of what's left after they already siphoned off millions for themselves. And this is something I talked about on my channel before. I did not know they were doing the Hollywood accounting, but I said plenty of times before, you can see how AMC is using The Walking Dead to build their brand. And this is a potentially a brand killer right here. First, you get fans and everyone's saying, AMC's greedy because of the budgets. Like, if I could just do one thing, like, you may be making millions and millions of dollars, so they may know everything, about hustling in Hollywood. That's fine. But one thing I know is it's fans. And when you get fans and they start thinking that, you know, you're greedy and you're holding back, they are not going to support you. They will not. And you know why? And it's a logical reason why. If I have a feeling that AMC is greedy as shit and they're keeping all this money and they're only giving a little bit to the projects, I'm not going to watch what they bring out next. I might not watch Preacher because I'll be like, nah, it's going to be good, but it's not going to be as good as it should be because AMC's greedy. And that goes on and on for everything they're doing. With The Walking Dead, look how many people jump ship just because of the structure. The show is good. The performances, the writing, some of the shit there's some problems with some dialogue, sure. The structure is one thing that was killing them. And the structure comes from one thing. The budget. Don't you fucking dare try to tell me they would write that and film that the same way if there wasn't a budgeting thing they had to work around. No, the fuck they would not. They would show the kingdom and the sanctuary and Alexandria all in the same damn episode, and they wouldn't split them up. That is done primarily for structure, and also that's the structure's that way primarily for the budget. And also, if you read the pros and cons to why they do it from their interviews, you can pinpoint that sometimes they're double shooting. They're shooting sometimes reshoots with one group over here and then, you know, with this group over here. So there's other different things with it. But so far, I'm really curious to see what direction this takes. I don't want to go off into a whole huge topic because I missed you guys so much. I'm going to do everything in my power to do a live stream open. I know we have the Patreon one coming, and for patrons asking, yeah, I'm going to post on the Patreon, but it's the beginning of the month and the end of the month. I know that middle seems like it's like, I'll double check to make sure we didn't miss one there, but if we miss one like I did last time, I'll do them back to back. But yeah, beginning of the month and end of the month, in the middle is where we're gonna put the open public to all live stream once we get this boycott thing figured out. So let me look at my notes and make sure, because I'm not gonna be able to edit this. I got work at like 6:30 in the morning. Fucking punch me in the face right now. AMC Networks and the Hollywood accounting, yeah, avoiding sharing the profits, and the damages could be about $1 billion. If you thought they were greedy before, holy fuck. If this goes sideways, which it probably won't, because chances are they're not going to eat that million. They're going to work this out, you know, backdoor politics, whatever it's called. The words are, I don't know. I can't think of the words right now, but you know what I'm saying. They're going to work it out behind closed doors. Fuck, fill in the gaps for me. The only problem with that, though, is I don't think Darabont's going to let up. Robert Kirkman's still working with them. Galen Hurd, she's still an executive producer. And Glenn Mazzara is also suing, but he should drop the fuck out because what he did with season 3. All right, that was rough. I'm just saying season 3 was fucking sucked. Anyway, AMC's saying that the relations won't sour. I want your thoughts and opinions. If you guys want to go read the stories, I'm going to link one of the stories down below. The Hollywood Reporter, this is not no bullshit, not no clickbait. They are official, and there's a couple other ones that are officially doing it. Right now, though, we are hyping up, me personally as a zombie fan, a fan of the genre, we are hyping up my comic, Doomsday Kingdom. Oh, I love this. I love this feeding post. Wait till you... Never mind. I got something I'm creating for my local comic shop. It's a little promo. Wait till you see it. I'm going to be so proud when it's finally done. Anyway, me and a couple of my friends who are also zombie fans, we were talking recently. We're like, man, if this goes sideways, like, we need something. And I got my comic, like, off to the side. And I'm not talking about no, like, you know, show on HBO or show on AMC right now. I'm just talking, if this goes sideways, we have the Walking Dead comic. We're always going to have that. But we want more as fans. We got The Last of Us coming. And one of my buddies was like, you know what, Ronnie? You better not fuck up with that story. Because if shit's going to go sour on the TV show, I mean, God forbid, I don't want the show, I don't want any problems with the show. I want it to continue on for a few more years, and I want to enjoy it, not only for my selfishness as a fan and as a fan of the zombie genre, but also for the cast and crew. And I mean, that's a hard-hitting blow. The love and respect and loyalty in the Walking Dead family is legendary at this point. To see it kind of fall apart and rot away from the inside it's just absolutely disgusting. And you know, if some of this shit is true, we don't know who the real pieces of shit are. Do you think they give a fuck if people say AMC, you know, AMC this, AMC that? It's the names of the people. That's where you really punch them in the gut. Who is it? Who got the money? I picture someone who's rich as fuck, you know, off over here somewhere living that has nothing to do with. They don't even watch the show. They just making mad money off it. You know, there's probably people that are making mad bread off it. They don't even watch a damn show. You know what I'm saying? I picture these pieces of shit, rich as hell. When they hear stuff like this, they're just like, whatever, handle it, but suck out as much money as you can for me. That's the kind of vision I get, and I think that's because it is like a faceless entity. You know what I mean? Not just AMC and the people who work for AMC. Sometimes they might not even be the ones that are directly responsible for this, and a third. Anyhow, speaking of my comic, we're going to move on to the other topic because there's something else. We got two other topics, but look at this print that just came in. I was checking out the quality of some printers. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. I mean, he's like tearing into those zombies. So this is print quality. I am just ecstatic about the quality of that printer for the prints is amazing. Anyway, let's jump into the other two topics. One is a hard-hitting blow for me as a fan. I mean, this is rough, and this is probably related to the lawsuit because, you know, they most likely knew these lawsuits were coming. The next thing I want to discuss real quick, and you guys, again, go look into it, get your thoughts and opinions, and get your bearings straight because we're going to discuss this in a live video coming up later this week. But the other topic is no F-bombs in the Blu-ray version of Season 7. Now, this is something that has me royally pissed because this isn't something we thought, oh, maybe we'll get it. They came right out and said it, and I feel like this is a sneaky way to say, and not only use us, but use Jeffrey Dean Morgan as well. If they come out with it later on, that's fine, but at least come out and tell us, hey, you know, it's coming. Just hang tight. It takes a while to put all that together, but I feel like they used us as fans, and they used Jeffrey Dean Morgan, everyone who's working those extra hours to film the scenes that are comic book accurate Negan, because they came out when they were filming, all right? Not after, not like, this was, in my opinion, this was a purposeful move that they make, a deceitful, purposeful move where they said, okay, you know what, film it. And then we're going to go tell the news we're filming the F-bombs, and then we're going to hype it up on the Blu-ray. And it was big news. It was big news. So big we covered it like twice on this channel, other Walking Dead channels. A lot of people talked about it. And right now, that's just not the case. There's some people that got advanced copies of the Blu-ray or something like that, and it's nowhere to be found. When they are advertising it, if it was in the Blu-ray, they would advertise it. They would come out and say, this is what up, this is, you know, here, da-da-da-da-da, it's even more money and whoop-de-whoop, but they're not at all. There's no uncensored comic book accurate Negan on the Blu-ray. It's something that we were promised from the very beginning, and in my opinion, if they don't release it, in my opinion, it was a strategic move to build up hype, and they used the fan base, and they used Jeffrey Dean Morgan as well as everyone else who was working overtime. I'm talking about everyone who's, even from holding the boom mic, the boom operator, to the directors, to the cast and crew, and to the extras, everyone who's waiting around. They just used everybody in order to build up some hype. And in all reality, if they would have came out, imagine how many hours they burned just filming uncensored Negan shit. You know, imagine how much time they would have saved to polish up some of their scenes, make it a little less stressful if they would have just came out and honestly said, oh, we're not doing a F-bomb thing, and never even brought it up. Again, we're not bringing this shit up. They were the ones to bring it up in the first place. We knew, oh yeah, Negan's not going to be, you know, like his comic book counterpart as far as the cursing is involved. But anyway, I do want to close on two little things real quick that are comic book related for The Walking Dead. The variants, and then we're going to swing back around, so hang tight. The variants. There was a San Diego Comic-Con variant that came in with a calendar. Again, this is not an edited video, so I won't be able to post it, which sucks. But in the next video, I will be able to post it. It's a red one, and it's Rick with his, like a profile shot holding the gun up. I just thought of this. Why am I doing this? I can't even show you the damn pictures. But the other one is going to be... You know what? Hold on. I can show you. Yeah, listen. So you guys... I'm going to show you real quick because I want to be able to show you the image. But you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions and prepare for a live stream. And prepare for... If it's like... Wednesday, Thursday. Let's shoot for Thursday something. Okay, so here's the Rick, right? And he's holding a gun. It's all red. This was in the previews calendar. So you got to go online and get the SDCC calendar for The Walking Dead. And if you order or pre-order the hardcover book for Here's Negan, that is from Barnes & Noble. Sorry, I'm looking at the information. It will come with a comic that is identical to the same background as that Rick Grimes one, but this has a Negan on it. And I'm sorry for such shoddy images right here, but let me move that messenger out of the way. It's always bringing up the messenger thing. But yeah, so you got Negan, and this is issue number 100. Okay, so it's a variant cover from issue 100 that comes with the Here's Negan hardcover book at Barnes & Noble's. That's the exclusive issue 100. I got a couple exclusive issue 100s. I'm going to try to add this one to the collection, so I'm going to try to get mine at Barnes & Noble's. And the other one that I showed you with Rick is in the previews calendar that you can buy right now. Calendars never hold up value, so if you want to wait a few months and probably get it, you'll probably get it even cheaper. But it's the San Diego Comic-Con 2017 I think it's just the previews calendar, okay? And it comes free with the calendar, so if you look on eBay, make sure it's not somebody who took the friggin' comic out and then just sold the calendar trying to be... There's a couple people like that, and they word it real sneaky, or they don't even mention the comic trying to get someone to go, oh, that's it there. Make sure you're buying the right one. And yeah, you guys let me know all your thoughts and opinions about this shit. I think this shit has the potential to blow up and become a problem later on. I don't think that Robert Kirkman needs AMC at this point. I think AMC needs Robert Kirkman. And I say that because the fan base is, you know, one fart in the wind away from just revolting against AMC for a number of different things. Listen, The Walking Dead is boss, but people won't eat shit. I know we talk a lot in the fan base about fanboys, and you know, you'll just love everything they throw you. The core, such a huge volume of Walking Dead fans are not like that. If it's not quality, you know, you'll start to see the numbers drop. Once the numbers drop, you're going to start to see people on the inside, and it's going to get out. It's just that vibe overall that's hard to put into words right now because I'm trying to rush to cut this video off. But there's just that vibe where it's no longer king. It's no longer quality. It's no longer this. And the interest fades, and it becomes a has-been. You know what I mean? There's no coming back from that. You're not going to be a has-been TV show, have a few bad seasons, shit just falls apart, and then all of a sudden you get your shit back together and you're at the #1 spot. No way. You know, maybe if you reboot and it's a movie like Star Wars, that's it. That breathed a new life into it. You know, the Star Wars franchise, it flatlined for a few years. Very different, very different. You can't take a live TV show and have some stumbling. And we've seen that with The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead was boss, and we've seen some stumbling, and it just kept growing and growing. And we're at a point where even less people are eager to catch it on first viewing. And the competition is fierce, too, because now you're seeing fans go, I didn't enjoy Season 7 as much, but now I'm watching Game of Thrones Season 7, and it is, like, champion right now. And that's a complaint. Me as a massive Walking Dead fan, I won't even argue with fans because Game of Thrones Season 7 it's almost perfection. I mean, it's fuck, you know? Don't even get in that ring, homie, because it's almost perfection. And that's something I never would have thought I would say 4 years ago when all my viewers were like, watch this show with a dragon and magic. I was kind of like, you know, fuck Harry Potter. I didn't know what it was, but anyhow, so... yeah, there's a lot going on, and I think that right now, the moves that Robert Kirkman's making, oh yeah, yo, let's get this out of the way right now. A lot of people were talking about the news headlines that are total and utter bullshit clickbait about Robert Kirkman going to Amazon. That's what it was. That is a complete and utter lie. I talked about this on Instagram. It's a first look deal, which means, and it simply means that when Robert Kirkman comes up with ideas through his company Skybound, Amazon gets first pick at it. If they want it, they take it. If they don't want it, I believe if they don't want it, he can go to other places. It doesn't make any sense that he would make a deal and kind of cut himself off like that. So I believe that's how it goes. That is it. It doesn't affect the TV show he has with AMC, The Walking Dead. It doesn't affect his TV show with Cinemax, which is Outcast, which is real weird because they quickly announced, or in the middle of a panel, they said that Outcast is not going to air until 2018. That makes me real nervous. I don't know what the hell they're doing with that. Why would they push it back a whole nother year? I don't get it at all. I want to see season 2 already. I don't know. I feel like Outcast is also falling apart, which doesn't make any sense because there was so much promise there and they hyped it up like there was no problems, and now it's being pushed to 2018 with almost no explanation whatsoever. So sometimes I feel like it would be better if fans just got an explanation. I feel like a lot of these people are like, oh, there's delays, just hold on and hold on. By the time you bring it back around, if you don't explain it, some fans are just going to be like, nah, I don't care, you know? But it's not going to affect that. It's not going to affect his movie, Invincible. It doesn't affect the comic book. It doesn't affect the video games he's got going on. It doesn't affect anything he's got going on with Telltale's games. That's all it is a first look deal where he will work, him and his company will work with Amazon first, and that's if they want the projects, and then he's going to do it like that, okay? Which I find this interesting now that the news is kind of breaking the way it is. He announces the news, or they announce the news with the partnership with Amazon, and now we're getting this news about the whatchamacallit, the lawsuit. You're kind of, it leaves you wondering if he's not making some plan B. I mean, if I was in his shoes, or any of us were in his shoes, obviously you would have a plan B before you even filed. You wouldn't just go, I'm mad and I'm going to file, because there's no way in hell you did not know that AMC was skimming this much, you know what I mean, this whole time. I mean, we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm some idiot kid, you know, poor as fuck, born in a, you know, we don't even go to school in my family. I knew it from day one. There was some shit going on that just wasn't right. I had no idea about Hollywood accounting, you know what I mean? I didn't know about that shit until now, until Frank Darabont's court case, but still, all this talk about budget, you see the budget for each episodes, you hear about the interviews of the money that AMC is keeping back and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and then you see all the shit that's selling, all the licensing, you see how popular it is, and just all that, it's not adding up. It just does not add up. And then you see other shows like Game of Thrones, again, another example just because they're two big examples. I'm not comparing them, I'm just simply saying you hear how much money they drop on that, and there's arguments to be made between the two, but really the budget per episode is just insane. And I know you have to look at one's 16 episodes and one's 10 episodes, but still it's insane because of the world that they're building there and the CGI and everything. It's just like with The Walking Dead, it's like you get zombies, bro. You get fucking zombies, you know? It's just, you put people in makeup and they got like, I don't know, medieval castles and all this other shit. It's just like, even for, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's still got to be hard making the world all decrepit and shit like that. Well, anyhow, thoughts and opinions in that comment box. Remember, we're going to talk about this lawsuit. Hopefully we'll get some more information in the next coming couple days. And also the Amazon deal is complete bullshit. The way the headlines are putting it, he did not leave. The Walking Dead is not leaving. It doesn't bother or mess with any projects that's out now. That would be a clusterfuck of a deal. And he doesn't even have the legal ability to make a deal like that. He does not own the Walking Dead TV show. He only owns the Walking Dead comic and everything at Skybound there. I mean, I didn't mean to make it sound like he only owns the Walking Dead comic, but he doesn't own the show. He gets 5% of the profits from what's left after they pick it dry. Anyway, brush up on all of that and then come back here. I'm going to do my best. The next video, hopefully tomorrow, will be the Game of Thrones review. And then I do want to talk about printing I wish I could post that little quick video, a little small mini update, but also talking to comic fans out there or comic creators if you want to go and create a comic. Kablam is an amazing printing company. I just want to put that out there, and I'll explain why coming up. So, in another video. And what else we got? Oh, the death predictions. I almost have the other ones edited. I just need to render the damn things and make a couple tweaks. Well, tweaks and then rendering, but I'm trying, guys. I am trying. I don't know what YouTube is doing. I have no idea what YouTube is doing. I put up videos, and the Walking Dead trailer comes out. The channel blows up. We're gaining more subscribers. We're getting views out the ass. I mean, views exploded. You know what I'm saying? And money was still like, I'm leaving this bitch, you know? And then I stopped making videos for like 5 days, and money was crawling up, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's like they want to pay me to get off of YouTube. I'm out of here. All right, now that I'm not editing this, if you want to click here for the Doomsday Kingdom video, quickly explains the pre-orders, and then I'm going to put a Walking Dead Season 8 video here, and then probably a subscribe right here. All right, thank you for all the support, and Doomsday Kingdom, just the new zombie shit, man. I'm telling you. Wait till you get issue 2. Oh, I'm telling you. And that's going to be in a couple months, but sooner than that if we... Depends on how shipping goes. Shipping's crazy. Anyway, bye.